Hi Sagittarius, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of November 5th through the 11th. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Sagittarius Rising signs. So Sag, for this reading I am using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck along with the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, very interesting, Sag. At the bottom of the deck, I do have the Two of Pentacles, and so some of you could be making an important decision here, Sag, this week, or trying to make a decision with the Two of Pentacles. It could be some of you changing your mind a lot. You know, 1 minute you feel one way, the next minute you feel another, so trying to make a decision. Some of you could be weighing your options when it comes to something. You could be juggling. You know, to be honest, I don't really feel that is financial, but for, you know, a few of you, I mean, it could be juggling your finances. Let's see what's underneath it. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. I have the Star. Okay, the Star with the Ten of Swords. And so the Star is a very powerful healing and spiritual energy for me. And so here with the Ten of Swords, some of you completed a cycle. This is already behind you. So some of you completed a cycle. You went through maybe a difficult period, and that could have been on the financial front, but this is behind you. With the Star, you know, you're overcoming this. Some of you have already overcame this. You know, you're in the process of healing and definitely rising up from this. So no matter how you resonate with this, some of you, this is a cycle that's already completed. This is behind you. So that's very interesting. Underneath that Ten of Swords, I have the Eight of Swords. So something that was stressing you out. I'll just keep going. Eight of Swords. Underneath that Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords. And then we have Strength here. So some of you really had to be strong. With strength, you had to maybe stay calm or be patient. Even, you know, have courage when, you know, that's needed, stepping up to the plate, you know, taking the bull by the horns, you know, being strong and having courage. For some of you, you had to be strong. Maybe you dealt with like a shady character, a difficult situation, something that was mentally stressing you out, but that's all, you know, completed now, Sag. That is behind you. So that's very interesting. We do have Death as the overall energy. And so death is a very powerful energy. And so some of you, you're going through, you know, very significant change at the moment. And this is something that maybe has been ongoing for you. It's been a process. But with that Ten of Swords, that is confirming that, you know, the worst of something is already behind you. So you don't have anything to worry about there. But with death as the overall energy, you could be changing, Sag. You know, maybe you're changing as an individual. You could be growing. You could be changing with death as the overall energy. It can represent endings. And if there is an ending, there's always a new beginning with death. Or, you know, that great change, that transformation. Something will never be the same. For some of you, because we're starting with the Four of Rods, you know, you could be remodeling your home. You could be moving house. A home could be very significant. With the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Rods, some of you are maybe fixing up a home. Remodeling a home. It will never be the same. This is certainly not an energy to be scared of. When you see death, you know that change is taking place. Things are happening. So, you know, I always welcome this energy because it's such a powerful energy, and you know that things are happening. So if you have ear in your chart, Sag, especially if you're a female, we do have the Queen of Swords here. I think that some of you are very focused. Could be focused on the home here. Again, you know, working very hard. This is a lot of very focused, determined energy. And then the Three of Pentacles here is a worker energy. This is a worker, a builder, a creator. So I see many of you working incredibly hard. If it's not on a house, you know, this could be definitely career, job, working very hard within your career, Sag. And because you're such a hard worker, you know, with the 4 of Rods here, I think at this time you feel incredibly stable, you feel secure. Some of you are being noticed for your hard work. And you know, maybe some of you went through a challenging time on the career front, on the financial front. Maybe you were like juggling your finances here. But I think with the 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and then also this 4 of Rods, I think that you definitely are feeling financially secure here this week, Sag. You're working very hard, and because you're working hard, that, you know, those financial rewards are coming in. That abundance is coming in. We have the 9 of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. And so some of you might have Earth in your chart, or this is just, you know, this is just your energy because you're so focused on your job, you're so focused on your finances, you're focused on the home, or if you don't work for a living, you know, the home, family matters. But you are working on something here. We see you working incredibly hard. And so this is interesting because we have these queens, you know, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and then we have this King of Cups here. And so you might be involved with a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. This could be your husband. This could be your significant other. And there definitely could be some Sages that I'm reading for, you know, with the Hierophant and then this 9 of Swords. Maybe you're worried about a relationship, especially you married Sages. You could be worried about a relationship, or those Sages that have been in a long-term partnership, a more traditional relationship. Maybe you're stressing. 9 of Swords is some mental energy that some of you need to overcome. So you're possibly stressing, losing sleep over something. And, you know, the Hierophant can represent that commitment, especially with death. So maybe there's someone that wants to move in with you, or they want to take it to the next level. They want you to commit. Maybe they want to get married. And so some of you, that could be honestly what you're stressing about. But, you know, when the 9 of Swords comes up, Sag, needing to take extra good care of yourself. So stop worrying about things. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. For some of you, that's exactly what this is. You're so focused on, you know, your finances, career, that you are lacking in the sleep department. So for some of you, it's as simple as that, needing to get more sleep. But for others, I think you are worrying about something here. You know, maybe you went through some money problems and you never want to experience that again. And so this could be you, you know, doing well, but maybe you're worried. So needing to get out of your head, needing to stay positive. And then those of you that, let's see. Yeah, I feel like for a few of you, this is, you know, maybe you're worried about a relationship, worried about your family in some way, worried about a relationship. You know, for some of you with death here, you know, something is changing. Something will never be the same. And so some of you could be settling down, but maybe, you know, maybe that's not so easy for you to do, Sag. And so, you know, it just depends on which Sag you are. And you do have some independent energy here. You know, you have this 9 of Pentacles, which for me is, you know, this is a card all about status and abundance. But, you know, she has a lot to offer. This person has a lot to offer. She's a hard worker. She has a lot to show for herself. But she's very independent. This person has everything they need, and it's a very independent energy. They don't need anybody else, you know. So for some of you, you might be single, and you know, maybe you're waiting on something from the company you work for, something like that. Something could be on your mind. So just take caution there. I don't really feel like, you know, all of you are going to deal with this 9 of Swords energy. But let's see. Let's pull you an additional guidance card, Sagittarius. What else does Sag need to know? if you're a Sag male, you know, you might have water in your chart, or you could be coming up as the King of Cups here this week. You might have 2 queens, 2 women around you, and maybe some of you are figuring out who is marriage material, or who you want to settle down with, or who has more potential, excuse me. So very interesting. Sagittarius, what else do they need to know for this week? And for some of you, a Taurus person with this earth energy definitely could be significant. All right. Okay, Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. And so some of you, that could be a focus here this week. But, you know, we do have an awful lot of earth energy, and I really feel like some of you are dealing with an earth sign, and that would be a woman, most likely, an earth woman sign. And then we also have start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So that's interesting. So we see some of you working incredibly hard, even that if that's like a project or working on a house here. So some of you need to ask maybe family, friends, needing to ask for help. Don't take everything on yourself. And maybe some of you are, and that's why we have this energy here, along with that Two of Pentacles, juggling, you know, trying to find the time for everything. And so some of you need to ask for help. And, you know, you could be involved with the Taurus, you could be involved with an earth sign person, maybe needing to ask them for help. But definitely some very powerful but positive energies here. You're working on something and it's really paying off, Sag. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you guys a great week.